Hi, I'm Wendy Gardiner. Welcome to the Craft Academy. I'm going to show you how to do double darts and how to treat a dart in a thicker fabric and in lining. So again, I've marked my dart. So I've marked the dart from the tissue and I've drawn the lines. But this time we don't start from the fabric edge because of course the dart is in the middle, often in a dress. So I'm going to start from the centre, the widest point, and stitch to one of the points. And then I'll start again from the centre and stitch to the other point. So starting at the centre, again forward and back a little just to lock those stitches in. And again, as I get to the very edge, I stitch on the edge and then I'm going off so that I can actually anchor those threads. The alternative would be to take it out with thread tails and tie the threads off. And indeed, for very lightweight fabrics, that's the better method. Medium and heavyweight fabrics, you could do this as I'm doing it here. So again, I'm starting from the centre. So you'll notice I've actually turned the fabric over so I can start from the centre and have the dart to the right of the machine. So again, I shall go forward and back just to lock those stitches. As I get to the end, stitching right on the fold and then off. Now with this dart, I'm actually going to cut into the centre of the dart because it's going to follow the contours of the body, which will go in. And in order for the dart to lay flat, we need to cut a little wedge out of the centre. So I literally cut into the fold of the fabric, cut a little wedge, so that when the garment is on and the fabric is flat, that dart will be pressed inwards. It won't gather or pucker in the middle. So again, that needs to be pressed so that it's nice and shaped and the dart lies flat. So that's going to give the shaping through the body. If you have to make darts in lining, if you're going to line a skirt or something, I actually don't make the dart in the lining on a skirt. Instead, what I do is I mark the outer edges of the dart, as I did before with the pen, bring the dart fold together and then just stitch like a little pleat. This means you've got more give in the dart area on the lining because the lining is usually a thinner fabric. The lining is usually a thinner fabric and more firm. It's not so forgiving. So it's better to have a little bit more give in it. Another thing to do with the dart, if you're doing darts on really thick, heavy fabrics, then the best thing to do when you stitch the dart is to cut it open as far as you can. So stop about 2 centimetres from the edge and then press that open, and that minimises the amount of folded fabric that you've got underneath, because if you had both of that folded to one side, it'd be quite bulky and might show through. So that is a better way of making sure that that dart doesn't show through and all it has done is its job, which is to give some shaping and take in a bit of the skirt.